In the last lesson, we talked about managing through organizational changes that were not of our making. In this lesson, we're going to flip the script and talk about how to manage organizational change that is being driven by us, IT. We're going to explore how to set the right expectations and secure strong leadership support for a company-wide rollout of a new technology solution. This could be an ERP tool, a communications tool like Slack or Teams, or maybe a new time tracking system. Anything that has the potential to be transformative and to touch nearly every employee across all departments, not just inside IT. We'll explore the challenges, the benefits, and the strategies to ensure that we make this transition successful. The first thing we should probably talk about here is how we're communicating with key stakeholders. Right at the outset of an initiative like this, I'd recommend that you have some kind of a strategic meeting or strategic discussion with executive leaders and departmental leaders. Anyone who manages people should be in this initial meeting so that they can fully understand the importance and potential impact of using this new tool. In this meeting, you're going to do a few things. First, link the initiative to an overall business goal. You want to be clear about the impact that this is going to have on their employees and their department. And finally, help them understand how this helps the organization stay competitive and grow over the long term. Now, as part of this discussion, you should also be upfront about the productivity dip that always results from a big technological change like this. This is often commonly referred to as the J curve. Now, here's what this looks like. This graph illustrates the path that many teams experience when adopting a fundamentally new way of working. At first, productivity typically dips as people adjust to unfamiliar processes, tools, and workflows. And this can feel discouraging if we're not expecting it. However, once employees gain competence and confidence, productivity not only returns to normal, but it ultimately surpasses previous levels. Now, recognizing and communicating this dip from the outset helps everyone stay patient, proactive, and positive through this transition. Managing expectations also includes having honest conversations about timeframes. Introducing a new tool that changes daily workflows isn't something we can just fast track without a lot of risk. By mapping out a clear timeline, which includes thorough training and potentially a pilot or staged rollout, we give people the space they need to adapt. Additionally, we need to plan for that dip in productivity, particularly during those early weeks or months. Building in a resource buffer such as extra support staff or extended deadlines can help mitigate frustration and keep morale high as everyone navigates and adapts to the new tool. One of the most crucial factors in any large-scale change is unwavering commitment from leadership. Executive sponsorship is powerful because it sets the tone for the entire organization and clarifies that this initiative isn't optional, it's a strategic priority, and it's not just an IT thing. From there, department leaders must champion the rollout within their teams, turning vision into action. We should also establish champions or power users in each area who can build enthusiasm, address questions, and help troubleshoot issues. When leaders across the board share the same message and exhibit true support, employees are more likely to engage and get on board with the new tool or process. Now, speaking from my own experience, when we were rolling out our one-to-one iPad initiative at Brown Mackie College, we identified 1 or 2 instructors at each school which would serve as a quote-unquote iPad champion. Now, that person built interest and excitement among the other faculty, and this was key to the success of the program because the other instructors were more willing to adopt the technology in their classroom when one of their own instructors were pushing it. Now, we would have never had the same result had it been framed as an IT or executive leadership thing where we were pushing this on to faculty to adopt and use it in the classroom from on high. This could only really have worked because they felt like if other instructors were on board, I can get on board too. Effective communication and robust training are essential for a successful rollout. We can't wait until the tool is fully deployed to start talking about it. We should begin sharing updates, timelines, and resources as early on as possible. By using multiple channels like live demonstrations, recorded on-demand video tutorials, and even open Q&A sessions, we cater to different learning styles and ensure that no one is left behind. Appointing local champions or super users in each department provides a hands-on support system. These individuals can become the go-to experts, offering quick solutions and one-on-one guidance to colleagues who might be struggling or have specific questions. Remember these core messages. First, the J-curve is real, and we should expect an initial dip in productivity before we see that upswing. Second, success hinges on visible leadership support, both from executives and department-level champions. And third, as we've discussed previously, a structured, phased rollout with transparent communication and ongoing training is critical.